NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Pepsi Center in downtown Denver. Tonight, it's the Denver Nuggets taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Opening tip won by the Nuggets. They get it first as we're underway at the Pepsi Center. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer, so it stays Denver basketball. Nikola Jokic. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 83% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses
You're
the
the
second.
best YouTuber ever.
Lazy pass there, and it's intercepted.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
From the outside, no good. Has a chance. Jumper's good.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
And counted at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Works it to Tobias Harris. And that's rebounded by McGee. Shot from the lane won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
To Jokic. Here comes the screen. Nikola Jokic, he's never made the playoffs, but upon further review, he is a special center.
Got that 5-year extension for $146 million, and I'm willing to say this. He will be one of the future centers in the game.
No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. The shot no good on the drive by Jokic. Here's Simmons with it up top. They trail by 1. Slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Jokic. To Porter. From long range, it's no good. Shot's not going down. From the painted area, won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Won't go down.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
To Porter. Millsap shot, no good. Richardson. His first effort off the mark.
Take a 3-pointer.
Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. Drive by Murray, but he can't finish.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player a short arm shot.
Josh Richardson missed his first. That one goes.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
That is great vision to set it up. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
You got this.
Simmons to Embiid.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Simmons. 4-3. Cleans it up. Murray into the front court. Down by 1. And count the basket inside.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Simmons into the front court. Looking to make something happen. No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. Murray with the basketball. Down a point. To Jokic. Oh, Nikola Jokic. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Simmons to Richardson. To Tobias Harris. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Josh Richardson. And the rebound claimed by Denver. They go to Jokic. Down low. Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air. That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. He's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Joel Embiid, couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. Oops, he missed the first one. Missed the second as well. Great feed. Goes reverse to lay it in.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
You need to make foul shots and 2 points 3 if things get out of reach.
Ben Simmons. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Now a steal by Philly. Juan Hernangomez tips it. And that one out of bounds off a nugget. Corner three at the buzzer. A three-pointer at the buzzer is good. They can check it all they want, but that clearly was fired in time. And it gives them the lead after one quarter. To the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this is a
You
chance
just
to
like the
break one down
boy.
the stretch.
Goes to the left side. Jamal Murray. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
These breakdowns happen because a team lacks communication. You have to point towards your man, keep that butt towards the baseline, and make sure you communicate through every screen.
Kyle O'Quinn pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Hand in his face, still hits. You don't see that very often.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Listen up, fans. Tickets for the next home game are still available at the box office. Buy one or more tickets before the end of today's game, and you'll receive an
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Simmons to Embiid. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Joel Embiid at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First free throw is good. And he makes them both. Murray into the front court. Leads a bucket.
You can win, I believe in you.
Down low, Jokic. Oh, Nikola Jokic. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
The pass set it all up.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Gary Harris sends it away. Horford, shot from in close, no good. Another shot won't go either.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipper.
Sixers controlling. Nikola Jokic sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Can't miss those.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
It's a big finish.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
And scores.
I've played in games where I couldn't make any shots to fall.
And now with a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Al Horford trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Free throw is good to cap off the three-point play. And the lead is down to 3. Murray with it. He'll run the offense. To Jokic. To Porter. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Harris to Richardson.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
To Jokic. Off the mark. Well contested.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Richardson. Josh Richardson is going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 78% at the line. First one goes down. Knocks down the second free throw.
For Denver, number 45.
Off the mark. 2 for 3 on this trip. Gets it in the left corner. Has a look. And he knocks it down, Jay.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
The assist from number 45.
Oh, Ben Simmons. He's now 5 for 6.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
And draws the foul.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Gary Harris has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 80% at the line. And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Simmons. Pass there, taken away by Denver.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Jokic. Ben Simmons able to recover with the block. They've recovered it. Harris to Horford. There it is, Al Horford. 2 of 4 now.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
I got him. Here we go. I got ball.
Jokic. From the outside, no good. Knocked loose. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul. Long heave from three-quarters court. So a tight one as we reach the break in a one-point game. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The 76ers will start the second half with a narrow lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Nuggets aren't down by much after 2 quarters. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. These are the guys getting buckets for the Denver Nuggets.
Game track. Blocks.
After just 2 quarters, we've already seen so many blocks from each of these squads. I'm loving how aggressive the players have been on defense. What you're seeing in these highlights will make any defensive-minded coach proud, like Chuck Daly.
Player of the half.
Simmons has been punishing the rim with a variety of dunks. This is a guy that wants the top play section all to himself. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Deep left corner. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Ben Simmons at the line for a chance at a three-point play. 56% for his career. Simmons converts the three-point play. The Sixers increase the lead. Murray into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. To Jokic. The drive right to the basket. Wide open look won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Murray with the basketball. Down 4. To Jokic. Nikola Jokic. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%. Simmons with it. His guys lead here, early stages, 3rd quarter. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Murray into the front court. His group now down 2. To Jokic. Shot won't go.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Jamal Murray. Can't connect. In the front court comes Simmons. Lead is 2. Josh Richardson. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
To Jokic. Finish that. Simmons with it. Up 5. Trying to cash in. Josh Richardson. Now 4 for 9.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
To Millsap. Jokic. To Millsap. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Philadelphia with the basketball. To Embiid. Nikola Jokic swats it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Simmons. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
To Porter. Nothing going here on that drive. Jokic cleans it up. Tobias Harris. Huge block. And that's blocked by Harris.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
From the painted area, won't go down. And a nice finish at the rim.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Nuggets have the possession. To Millsap. Porter. They get it down to Millsap. Oh, he had it.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
And he finishes at the rim.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there is a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
And throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Screen coming. Shot from the lane won't go. To Horford. Oh, pass stolen by the Nuggets.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Has a chance. Shot by Beasley. That's off. Paul Millsap with a piece.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Grant with the shot. That won't fall. Time expires on this period, and a great start for the 76ers. It's the Nuggets with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Jamal Murray, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 89%. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there. Murray with it. The deficit now up to a dozen. And look out.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
The assist from number 25, Malik Beasley.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Horford. Fires the 3. Great defense, forcing the miss. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. There it is. Al Horford. 3 for 6 now.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Murray into the front court. Down a dozen. Gets it in the left corner. Here comes the screen. He buries it off the step back.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Parker with it. Lead stands at 10. Easy pass to the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Now a whistle. Timeout for Denver as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Jokic to Porter. He gets it.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. Simmons to Embiid. Horford to Tobias Harris. Going to launch beyond the arc. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Al Horford with the block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Jokic to Porter. Cashes in for two.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Simmons to Horford. There it is, Al Horford. 4 out of 7.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Gary Harris trying to cash in on the three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. And he missed the free throw. Goes to the left side. Richardson. It's good.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Simmons. Not a good shot there as he misses it. To Jokic. Has a look. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
The Sixers with 4 to shoot to Richardson. For 3, no good. That's great defense. To Jokic. Trying to cash in. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
There's only so many times you can hide from the truth. That was horrific defense. Just got to get it back on the next possession.
Joel Embiid. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Millsap. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look. Late heave to beat the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious as they get a good win on the road. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers won this game after a close finish. The defense in this matchup was outstanding. When they weren't blocking shots, they were making steals, and it all came together for a terrific win. The Nuggets are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. And even though they shot so well from the field, I bet they're only thinking about the shots they missed. This was a tough game to lose. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Denver Nuggets.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
Simmons was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a view of the upcoming games for the Denver Nuggets. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
We're going to check out the NBA standings on this NBA live stream that I'm doing, Franchise Mode Season 6 2020. We're going to check out the NBA standings. I haven't done the standings in a while. So we're going to check out NBA standings around the league and see what's going on up to date. Okay, looking in the Atlantic Division, Eastern Conference, we got the Brooklyn Nets. They're in first place with a season record 31-19. Philadelphia Sixers right underneath them. Number 2, 28 and 22. New York Knicks 26 and 21 in third in the Atlantic. Then you got Toronto 27 and 24. What is it? Number 4. Then you got Boston on the rise, 25 and 24. We come over to the Central, the Eastern Conference. Milwaukee Bucks 33 and 14. Then we got Detroit Pistons 26 and 22. Chicago Bulls 24-25, right under 500. Then we got the Cleveland Cavaliers 23 and 27. Coming down, Indiana Pacers, they're not doing so good, 19 and 29. Let's go to the southeast of the Eastern Conference. Miami, season record of 24 and 23. They're first in the southeast Eastern Conference. And then you got the Orlando Magic under them, 25 and 24. The Atlanta Hawks, 21 and 27. The Charlotte Hornets, 17 and 31, which I kind of expected that this season. The 2020 Charlotte Hornets, they're in a rebuilding stage. They got Terry Rozier and some other players, but overall, Charlotte Hornets has been, to me, ever since they got rid of Kemba Walker, they haven't been all that good. Same thing with Washington, but Charlotte is actually better than Washington. Washington 10 and 38, Charlotte 17-31. Then we go over to the Western Conference. Looking at Utah Jazz, number 1. Season record 33-17. Minnesota Timberwolves underneath them, 27-22. Denver Nuggets 23-25, and then of course that loss that they just had to Philadelphia. Oklahoma City, season record 20-28. Portland Trail Blazers, season record 20 and 31. This is the Western Conference, all right, Northwest. Then we look in the Western Conference Pacific. Los Angeles Lakers 31 and 18. That's realistic. The LA Clippers, realistic, 26 and 23 with Kyrie Leonard and Paul George. I like to see the playoffs. Now the Golden State Warriors, I'm in between with this. They got a season record of 25-24. For this NBA season 2020, I don't know if it's realistic to say that Golden State is going to get 25 wins. Because they haven't been playing good at all this season. And Steph Curry hasn't been playing that much. Neither has Klay Thompson, but he's coming off an injury in the real league. So if you match the real league up to the game league, it would be unrealistic Golden State makes the playoffs 2020 season. Maybe 2019 during their injuries when Klay Thompson was still playing. Okay, yeah, then it might have been realistic for 2019 the Warriors going to the playoffs. But anyway, the season's not over. We got a remaining 32 games left. I'm at the 50th game point in my franchise, Sixers franchise. 32 games left before my season 6 franchise regular season will officially be over. And of course, I'll be going into the juicy part, the most exciting part to me, the NBA playoffs, in my franchise mode, season 6 for the Sixers. So I'm excited about that, and I hope the viewers that you are excited to watch it. I've done about 5 franchise mode seasons on my channel. Devin Smith of the Sixers. Eagles, I think I've done 15 franchise mode, 15 seasons. NHL, I'm on my 5th. I've done 4 franchise mode, 82 game season with NHL, and I'm on my 5th NHL. And of course, MLB baseball, I've done 3 seasons, 100 game seasons, First 208 games, something like that. And then I think last season, which was season 3 of MLB, I did 156 games. So, I've done so many seasons that you can find on my channel. If you are a fan of franchise seasons, realistic simulation, season video game sports. If you like that, like the real game, check me out. Okay, so we got Golden State 25-24. Sacramento underneath Golden State 24-25. Phoenix Suns 20-31. Then we look over at the Southwest. We got the Rockets, number 1 in their division, 32-16. The Pelicans are 26-24. San Antonio Spurs are 23-27. Memphis Grizzlies are 23-27. Dallas Mavericks are 22-26. So these are all of the standard standing positions from the Eastern Conference, Atlantic Central, and Southeast Eastern Conference to the Western Conference of the Northwest, the Pacific, and the Southwest. And then when we look overall, let's say in the Western Conference, you'll see they got Houston as number 1. They got Utah as number 2. Got the Lakers as number 3. Got the Timberwolves as number 4. I know a lot of people would debate with that, say that's not realistic. LA is number 5. Pelicans is number 6. Golden State number 7. That's 7 spots. Okay, and the 8th, I think, are the last. Those are the desperation spots. Those would be like the last wild card spots for NBA. Then we look over into the East. The Milwaukee Bucks are number 1. That would be realistic. Brooklyn Nets being 31-19. I don't know about that. Sixers number 3. Last couple seasons in the real league, the Sixers was the number 3 seed. I think they might be 5 or 4 in real life. New York, no. That's not realistic. New York being number 4 at 26 and 21. Pistons either. New York and Pistons are really bad in the real season 2020 of NBA. Toronto are terrific. They should be moved up to about 2nd seed or 3rd or 4th. They should be right where Philly at on the 3rd seed or right underneath where New York at in the 4th. Toronto about a 4th seed. And Boston and Toronto should be like 5 and 4 or 4 and 3 seeds. Orlando 8th and Boston 9th. And then of course Miami, Jimmy Butler. The Miami Heat are really a number 2 seed in the East, in the real league. So anyway, this is all of your standings around the league, Eastern Conference divisions and Western Conference divisions. Just to let you know where my franchise mode leagues stand, all the teams, where their record stands. I'm on my 50th game officially of the year. I've played 50 games straight. Very happy about that. Got a lot of games out the way. 32 games remaining, and this season's a wrap. So anyway, I'd like to thank all the viewers for showing your love to Devin Smith, PS4 Sports League Network, live on YouTube. On that note, I'll see you on the next one. Have a beautiful day.